What if I told you you don't need 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized by YouTube? You don't. If you're having trouble reaching the watch hours that you need to get monetized, my best advice to you would be Hi there, welcome. Thanks for stopping by and clicking on this video. This is going to be a pretty quick video because we're getting a snowstorm tonight and I see has already started and I'm not really dressed for it. But anyways, what is this video about? What if I told you you don't need 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized by YouTube? You don't. Now I know you've probably seen videos that go over the requirements, and most of them say you need 1,000 subscribers to your channel and 4,000 hours of watch time per year. The watch time is calculated by, if somebody watches 10 minutes of a 20-minute video of yours, that counts for 10 minutes towards your watch time, right? So if, 100 people watch a video for 10 minutes, that's what, 1,000 minutes. Divide that by 60 to get the hours. Anyways, you know the math. You need 4,000 hours of watch time added up among all your videos, okay? But that's not entirely true. There's two things I want to talk about. Number one is the intermediate level of monetization. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's something they released, or YouTube started doing, I think over a year ago now, and that is that if you have 500 subscribers, not 1,000, and 3,000 hours of watch time, you can earn money from some things in YouTube. You cannot earn from the ad revenue. Okay, for that you need the full 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours. But what you can do is you can earn from super chats, super thanks, and memberships.
Super Chats let viewers pay to have their messages highlighted in live streams. The more they pay, the longer their message stays pinned at the top. Super Thanks allow viewers to tip creators on any uploaded videos or live streams. The buyer gets a colorful, highlighted comment to stand out. And channel memberships allow viewers to subscribe monthly to a channel for exclusive perks like badges, custom emojis, and members-only content. For Super Chats, Super Thanks, and memberships, YouTube keeps 30% for themselves and pays 70% out to the creator.
Okay, so that's cool, and that allows you to start making money before you start making the big money through the revenue share from ads. So now, what's the second thing? The second thing I want to mention is the way this is calculated. The 3,000 or 4,000 hours, whichever one we're talking about, is per year, not per calendar year. So a lot of people think, they come to me and they'll say, I didn't make 4,000 hours last year in 2024, so I guess hopefully I can do it in 2025. That's not the way it's calculated. So that's the kind of the wrong way to look at it. The way it's calculated is on a daily basis, and it's a moving target. So if I want to calculate it today is February 16th, 2025. So from February 17th, 2024, 365 days ago, and every day all the way up till today, I would add the watch hours for all of those days, add them all up, and I would get the watch hours that I need. Okay, so if that does not equal 4,000 hours or 3,000 for the intermediate stage, then I'll have to wait till tomorrow. So tomorrow, everything advances a day. I get to add another day's worth of watch hours, which presumably is more than what I'm losing off the back end from a year ago if I'm continually uploading new videos, right? That's the key. You have to stay relatively consistent with your video uploading and keep at it, right? As long as you keep adding videos to your channel, you should be increasing your watch hours. Now, there are different types of videos. Some videos will, their watch hours will diminish in time. Usually you'll get more, views and hours watched on a video when you first publish it, right? And then over time, you'll start getting less and less views, but you still get more views. That's like a typical video. But if you can get some evergreen videos on your channel, evergreen meaning videos that, maybe they're search-based and you're talking about something that is relevant all the time and for, even years to come, then that could be a video that continues to get you views and watch hours for the foreseeable future. And it's a good idea to try to get as many of those types of videos on your channel as possible. But even without those, even with just the regular videos that may be on, I've got to watch this, slippery, maybe on trendy topics, or maybe you're talking about something that's in the news, right? Things that are in the news, they're not going to be very popular a year from now because the news is always changing. So, I would try to limit the amount of content you make on current trendy topics like that. Like maybe something like that might have a better chance of going viral, right? If you can, grab a hold of a trendy topic and talk about it. And that's good, but it would be nice to have some evergreen content that continues to get you views and hours well into the future. But regardless, whatever kind of videos you're putting on your channel, if you keep putting videos on your channel, the amount of views and watch hours that you get over time should increase all the time. All right, at different rates. So my point is, once you reach 3,000 hours, it's only going to be a matter of time before you reach 4,000 hours. It's a foregone conclusion if you keep posting videos. So, like in my case, it took me, I'm going to stop here. It took me, 3 years to get to 3,000, over 3 years to get to 3,000 watch hours. So that was about a year ago. Then it only took me another 2 months to get 4,000 hours. So 3 years to get 3,000, and then another 2 months to get another 1,000 added to that and get to the 4,000 watch hours. Because I was being consistent and I kept posting. So if you can do that, your watch hours will increase, they'll continue to increase, and you'll get there. But I just wanted, the whole point of this video is to let you know that the way you're calculating the 4,000 hours may not have been correct, or the 4,000 or the 3,000. So it's a moving target. That's the main gist of this video. But I also want to mention super chats and super thanks and memberships. Even though I was starting to earn those, right, 2 months before I started participating in the ad revenue share, that doesn't amount to much. So even today, so we're now about 7-8 months from the time I first got monetized. I would say it's probably 2% of the earnings I get through YouTube would be from super thanks, super chats, and then the rest is all from the ad share. Right? The advertising revenue share. So that's the big one. That's the one that you want to strive for. And once you get monetized, it's really hard to get demonetized. I'm going to keep walking, I guess. And that's because of what I was just saying. Like if you continually post new content, the number of videos on your channel, obviously, is just going to keep going up. So, you may have 50 videos on your channel 1 year, and the next year you might have 100 videos, and then 200. Of course, the watch hours are going to go up, even if it's not all evergreen content, right? Your videos will still get some views, and presumably, as your subscriber count goes up and up and up, anytime you post a new video, it should start off better than your earlier videos, if that makes sense, right? So maybe in year one, when you post a video, you might only get you might get 50 views in the first week or so. A year later, if you have, a couple hundred subscribers, you may get a couple hundred views in the first day, on average, right? I mean, there's ups and downs when you post videos. All depends on the content you're talking about and all this stuff. But that's a general rule. Like that's basically how it works. If you're having trouble reaching the watch hours that you need to get monetized, My best advice to you would be to try something new. Okay, so if you notice that the number of views that you get each time you post a video, it's not increasing, and in fact, maybe even going down. You know, you're getting less views each time you post a new video, then that's a sign that perhaps things are stagnating a bit, and you need to take a look at doing something else. Not completely, like just make different videos. So that could be the content in your videos. Maybe you just make that slightly different. Try to think of something else your audience might be interested in. Or it might even be the type of videos you make, right? Instead of, like, if you normally make videos inside all the time, maybe try making one outside, like I'm doing right now. Grab your camera and go for a walk and make a video while you're walking, or have a seat, at a picnic table here and make a video that way. Whatever, something different. Just change it up, and maybe that will help. Something else to look for is the way you're opening your videos. You want that to be fairly quick. You want to get so when people click on your thumbnail and your title, your thumbnail and your title is the only thing people will see when deciding whether or not to click. Okay, so if people are clicking, but then they're not sticking around to watch your entire video, well, then you need to look at the content of your video, particularly the intro. How quickly are you telling people what the video is going to be about? Or are you hooking them in? Are you generating interest, intrigue, whatever? Are you being mysterious about what's going to be in your video? Whatever, such that people are going to want to stick around to find out what you're talking about. The worst thing you can do is open a video and be a minute into it, and then people still don't know what you're talking about in your video. They'll just click and they'll click away. They'll just leave. So it's really important to hook them in as quickly as you can. It's something I'm still working on. I don't feel like I'm great at that, but it's important to work on that. So even myself, I work on these things all the time. I try to improve with every video. And if you can do that too, just try to get a little bit better with every video that you post, you will see results, okay? Get into your analytics, look at your click-through rates. Are they improving or are they not? And if they're not, try to find which video has done the best in terms of click-through rate, and try to replicate whatever you did in that video or in that thumbnail to get the clicks, right? And then look at your retention graphs to find out which videos held people's attention for longer and what did you do in those videos, and try to replicate that. All right, so keep working on your videos and trying to get better like that, and it'll come. And if you're, like I said, if you're consistent and you're putting out new videos all the time, always trying to get better, then your watch hours will only go up, okay? And you will get there. So anyways, I've kind of gone down a tangent here. I'm not talking about now what I was initially going to be talking about, but I think that's it. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer you there. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, guys, thanks. Bye. Actually, it looks like the snow slowed down a little bit, but I know I know the storm's coming. This is it. It's supposed to get a lot of ice after this too. So anyways, I'll get home. I'll probably have to shovel out in the morning, but that's not your problem, it's mine. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.